Hey, what's up guys? My name is Anand and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to use Claude or Claude Code for SEO, AI SEO, and GEO. In this video, I'm going to be helping you to really optimize your website and get cited by AI. So this will be a practical SEO, AEO, or a GEO workflow that can be implemented right away. So the important distinction is this: Claude is not a secret ranking factor, it is a fast research, auditing, and implementation layer. The ranking advantage still comes from making your site technically accessible, genuinely useful, trustworthy, and easier to understand. So, what exactly are we going to learn? AI answers select, they do not simply list. That's important. Traditional search usually give people a list of choice. Generative search can collapse that list into an answer. That changes the unit of comparison. You're still competing to be discovered, but you are also competing to be selected, summarized accurately, and cited. So that does not mean that this is one universal AI ranking problem. Google AI Overviews, Google AI Mode, Claude, ChatGPT, Perplexity can retrieve from different sources and different indexes and make different citations. The practical response is to build a strong foundation and then measure each important surface separately. So the North Star is not an arbitrary geo score. It is actually qualified visibility. Your brand appears for commercially relevant questions, the description is accurate, the site page supports the claim, and the exposure produces a meaningful next action. So that's the main goal. So the complete workflow looks something like this. You understand what AI search actually rewards. You install and configure, Claude SEO toolkit, including additional prompts and skills. You do a technical audit about your content, entity, and citation readiness, and then implement changes safely in small batches. So that's how you are going to win the game, and then you finally validate the live site and the structured data. So I'll give you a copy paste ready prompts in the script, and in the description you basically replace the bracketed fields with your brand name or your company, and then you should be able to get immediate response or audit data from Claude or any other coding agent that you're using. So some fundamentals that I want to quickly go through. The terminology is useful as long as it clarifies the job, right? So SEO focuses on discovery and search. AEO or answer engine optimization focuses on answerability. GEO focuses on visibility inside generated responses, and they all actually overlap pretty heavily. So Google is usually direct about this. From Google's search perspective, optimizing for generative AI search is still SEO because AI overviews and AI mode are rooted in its core search ranking and quality system. A page must be indexed and eligible to appear with a snippet before it can appear in a generative feature. Outside Google, platform-specific crawlers, access and retrieval behavior still matter. So the most accurate mental model is one foundation with multiple surfaces. So that's basically the key thing that you need to understand. So how a page becomes an AI citation. The 5-step model prevents a lot of wasted effort. If a bot, search index, or user directed fetch cannot access the page, the rest of the optimization does not matter. If the page is accessible but irrelevant to the question, it will not be retrieved. If it is relevant but vague and it's unsupported or indistinguishable from other pages, it is less useful. The work therefore moves from eligibility to usefulness. First make the page reachable and indexable, then map it to real questions, then provide a precise answer with evidence and context. That's how you can make the overall brand or the page citable. So the final citation decision remains probabilistic and platform specific. We can improve the inputs and measure the outputs. We cannot guarantee a citation. And one thing to note, these citations will differ from different AI search engines. Google's official answer is also pretty clear. They say that the strongest long-term lever is valuable non-commodity content. That means original experience, useful analysis, expert perspective, clear explanations, and high quality visuals. and content that serves the user better than a generic summary. Technically, the familiar requirements remain the same. The page needs to be indexed, eligible for a snippet, crawlable, and usable. JavaScript sites can appear, but they are more complex to diagnose, so key content should be reliable and rendered and accessible. The good news is that you do not need a parallel website written just for robotic content. You need to execute the fundamentals with more precision and make the evidence so your page can be easier for humans as well as machines. So what the GEO research actually found? It found that the academic paper that formalized the term GEO, tested content interventions across a benchmark of thousands of queries. And it reported visibility improvements of up to 40% in generative engine responses and up to 37% in real-world perplexity experiment. So the important word is up to. This was not a promise that every page gains up 40%, right? So the practical takeaway is evidence, not gimmicks. Add a statistic when it's relevant and sourced. So that's how you need to think about it. So the 5 GEO myths that you need to delete from your playbook. llm.txt file, it does not help, right? Google does not require your content to be broken into tiny chunks. You do not need to write pages for every long tail variation. There is no special AI schema, and manufactured mentions are not a shortcut. So these are all, things that are a myth, and you should not worry about them. Thinking about bringing this all back to Claude, Claude can compress days of mechanical work into structured session. It can crawl pages, compare raw HTML with rendered output, identify technical issues, draft metadata, generate schema, propose content changes, edit code, run validation, and document what changed. But Claude cannot, it does not confer authority by touching the pages. Treat Claude like a very fast, multidisciplinary team that, requires a clean brief, access boundaries, evidence, and review. So the framing produces much better results than asking just optimize my website for GEO, right? That's not how it goes. So the production safe Claude workflow is that begin with a business outcome and target questions. Give Claude a factual brand brief and writing constraint. Capture a baseline before changing anything. Run the first pass read-only. Convert the findings into prioritized plan. Implement one dependency group at a time. Validate on staging. Deploy only when the check passes, and roll back. So that's how you can implement this workflow. And then measure and refresh. So the order matters. Claude should maintain a project brief, decision log, current state file, so a new session can continue without relying on a long degraded chat history. Put some safety rails in before your Claude can have write access. Before installing any third-party plugin or giving an agent access to production site, create a recovery path. For a code base, use a branch and a clean commit. For a content management system, use staging, theme duplication, revision history, or a verified backup. The Claude SEO plugin is open source and MIT license. Do not store Google OAuth tokens, API keys, service account files, or CMS password inside the project repository. Ask Claude to use the supported local configuration path and confirm that secrets are excluded from version control. So that's how you can make the entire tech stack more secure. So choose questions that connect visibility to revenue, right? AI visibility is measured against prompt, not only short keywords. For every target question, define the business outcome. Do not create a separate thin page for every phrasing. Cluster questions by shared intent and create strongest path for underlying decisions. That's how you can, start tackling this. So in terms of, something that you can try out, you should give Claude a factual brand and positioning brief. You can, create a brief based on this prompt that you can see, create and maintain a brand brief.md file for this optimization project. And then you can list down those parameters, right? You can separate, facts from aspirations, list credentials, case studies. If you already maintain a brand guide, product documentation, or an about page, point Claude to those sources. That's how you can, provide additional context. I mentioned about Claude SEO plugin, so definitely install that. You can add the marketplace and install the plugin. After installation, start a new Claude session inside a dedicated website optimization folder and ask Claude to confirm the plugin version and list all the available slash commands. It's a super useful tool. So the plugin is basically your orchestration layer, not a giant prompt, right? It has, a breadth of information, right? But it can also create bunch of other functionalities like schema extensions, technical. Do not treat every warning as equally important. For a small website, begin with a full audit and a GEO audit. For a large site, define a representative sample. The plugin itself says it does not replace purpose-built crawling and backlink indexes. So again, it's a super useful plugin. Give it a shot. The next area is you need to connect evidence in tiers. You can get value without connecting, private accounts. Search console is super helpful. You can connect that. It can pull live, clicks, organic clicks, and all the other data. Tier 2 is your Google Analytics 4, keyword data, backlink, and AI visibility services when the decision justifies them, right? So those are some data that you can provide to Claude to help you improve more. And finally, capture the baseline before changing the site, right? So that way like how things are improving. You can create a repeatable prompt that can surface AI improvements. Record the exact prompt, date, location, and account state, and see how there has been an increase in AI impressions or queries as you are making these changes. So a couple of commands that you can use. You can use the SEO audit command, you can use the SEO GEO command, and then your URL that will tell you like AI search and citation readiness. So these are some examples that you can use or commands that you can use to see how you're progressing. So use one audit brief to keep every specialized or specified aligned, right? So you can use these factors for your SEO game. Finally, read the audit as a decision matrix, right? A dramatic warning is not automatically the first task. A no index directive or a critical page is high impact, high confidence, and easy to validate. Client only content may require engineering work but can block retrieval. So ask Claude to group changes into release batch. Each batch should have one coherent purpose and one rollout point. Technical eligibility comes before GEO copywriting. Confirm that priority pages return a successful response. Test both your raw HTML and rendered browser. Also inspect the firewall and bot management layer. A permissive robot.txt file does not help if a CDN returns 403 response. So make sure your website is technically sound. Anthropic themselves now separates training, search, and user-directed retrieval. Those controls are independent, right? Apply the same distinction across platforms. OpenAI documents OAI-search bot for search visibility, GPT bot for potential training, right? So you can use these different bots or directives to tell what is the purpose for them, and if you don't want to allow them, you can do that, but don't just blindly disallow everything. A deliberate robot.txt policy is important. Do not just copy blindly because from a legal policy licensing standpoint, it's important. So robot.txt is only one layer. Also test your HTTP status, CDN rules, and bot verification. So build a content architecture around decisions, not keyword permutations. Avoid manufacturing dozens of thin pages for every prompt. Consolidate overlapping intent and make one page complete, distinctive, and maintainable. A page pattern that works for human and answer engines, right? Support important claims. There's no universal, ideal paragraph length. Be direct, be specific, provide evidence, decision, and trustworthy and authoritativeness. The strongest citation assets are difficult to commoditize. So original data always beats. If you have first-on experience such as screenshots, photos, outcomes, make use of that. Primary source is always good, And useful tools like calculators, templates, and checklists is also important. Structured data, clarifies facts. It does not manufacture them. Use it for organization, purpose, profile page, article, product, local business, etc. Breadcrumbs, videos, events, visible page content. These are all great structured data. Do not use it to hide facts. Finally, choose the implementation path that fits your platform, right? You can use a code repository, you can use CMS Builder or an agent connector. On the CMS side or Visual Builder, you can use Claude that can still prepare exact, title tags, descriptions, etc. Some platforms expose MCP. Treat that as a privilege integration, because that can actually help you a lot. So implement one dependency group at a time, right? You can create a branch or a staging copy. You can create one approved batch, show the diff, and test, stop, before production deployment, right? So try to make sure that you are operating professionally and make it easier. Validate the live outcome, not Claude's confidence. Make sure your website has 200 response. Create content that's visible. Make sure the links are not broken, and then schema is visible. From a UX and UI perspective, it's mobile friendly, has core web vitals, and then test for AI readiness by using some prompts. Google now exposes generative AI impressions in Search Console as well. So that's a great metric that you can check. So finally, from a funnel perspective, you have the visibility, citation, accuracy, engagement, and outcomes. A good dashboard separates presence from value. Track by target question, clusters, and platform. Because AI outputs vary, use repeated observations and report a range or a rate, not a single screenshot. So that's basically the plan, from a 30-day rollout perspective. Capture your baseline, focus on eligibility, then focus on authority, enhance it, and then measure. So I know it was a long video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.